Wherever we live and wherever we go, there are many people who are giving their time to support and give back to their local community, whether this is leading, helping out, or just attending. Many local groups, charities, and organisations provide essential public services such as free meals, organising outreach events and meetings, and providing advice and support to all. Over 2 days, we met with students from Birmingham City University that organised the annual Langar on Campus event and volunteers from Signs for Worship. Although they do things differently, they both aim to bring their communities together. On Reach Out, we find out more about them and how they inspire their local communities and make a difference. We start our journey in Birmingham, attending Langar on campus at Millennium Point, a local event organised by students from the BCU Sikh Society at Birmingham City University. The event was supported by Birmingham City University Students' Union and the local Sikh community in Birmingham. At a Langar, people from all backgrounds come together as one on the same level, which simply shows equality. Not only did they serve free hot food in the free kitchen, but there was dessert and sweets for everyone afterwards. There was also a fun photo booth, and even societies from the Student Union came along to promote their activities. The British Organisation of Sikh Students were also in attendance to talk to members of the public about the basics of the Sikh religion. However, we really wanted to find out what Langar is all about and why the local community has come together to organise it. We spoke to Jaspreet Singh, who is one of the organisers of the event and Vice President Student Experience at BCU SU.
Langar, the meaning of Langar is sharing. So it's also a free kitchen. So free kitchen, no matter which race, religion, caste, ethnicity or colour we are from, we all can come together and eat together. So what Guru Nanak Dev Ji did when his father asked to do a good deal, Maharaj took 20 rupees and feed it to holy saints. So Langar is for all people from all around the world, and it's for people to say that we all are equal, we all are together. This event, thank God, is a blessing that as BCU Sikh Society we are able to organize this by the help of British Organisation of Sikh Students. So we've organized this to give a clear out message to everyone. No matter how many differences we've got, but we are different. Plus, we got institution like Langar, in which we can come and sit together and learn about each other. So in schools, we learn about faith. Oh, you've got 5Ks, he looks like this, or etc. But this is the actual experience which we are trying to shape. So with Guru's Kirpa, bringing Langar from Gurdwara to the students can actually experience each other. Because university life is such a life where we learn about each other, then that thing resonates in throughout the life. So it will be great. So in future as well, students would be able to learn, even staff members, even community members, even little children you can see walking around. So they can learn and have that positive vibe that, oh wow, this is great. It is very much helped by British Organisation of Sikh Students. They motivated us, they helped us, even you can see most of the logistics are being helped by British Organisation of Sikh Students. Plus we got other organizations, for example, Midland Langar Seva, they're providing with the Langar in the campus, on the campus as well. And plus, with God's grace, as being Vice President of my Students' Union is actually helping and accommodating and getting the place, which is booked here, then every other activity as well. So range of different organizations coming together and actually giving that positive message to everyone. This event is for everyone. So it means it's for everyone. Then no matter which community where we all are living. So yesterday we had a press note which was sent in Birmingham Hindustan Times, and even in Birmingham Mail. So we invited all of the Birmingham to come and see, oh come on guys, you can get a hot meal here in BCU. So we're reaching out and telling that there's a place, there's an institution, Langar set up by Guru Nanak Dev Ji, where you can learn about each other and have that right to food. Because if someone is hungry, then that person can't think about God. That person can be just thinking about stomach.
For those attending the event today, what do you think they'll take away?
Take away very how shall I say, happy moments, because I met loads and loads of staff members, the students that used to come and hug me, not myself, but many other students as well. They used to say, oh, when is Langar on campus coming back? So taking that positivity and that learning bit, and actually not learning, experiencing, so that the experience they will take away into their workplaces, into their classrooms, into their whole of their life, I will say.
Many of the people that have attended the event may have known or not known about Langar before, or the Sikh religion. That's why the British Organisation of Sikh Students were there to provide information to all. We spoke to Mandeep Singh to find out more.
So we're here today to help the Sikh Society at Birmingham City University with their annual Langar on Campus event. So I think this is the second year they've been running it. And the main aim of the event is to not only spread awareness about Sikhism, but it's also for people to actually experience what Sikhism is about. So within every Sikh temple known as a Gurdwara, there are many in Birmingham and all across the world, there is this concept of a free kitchen, a communal kitchen which we call Langar. And in this communal kitchen, everyone is accepted to come and have food, share bread with each other, sit down on the same floor, same level, and just mix and socialise over some warm food. And what we've found is that a lot of people don't really know a lot about us. We are the fifth biggest religion in the world. But a lot of people still mistake us for Muslims and don't really understand what the turban means and what we mean. And for that reason, probably people are quite scared of actually entering Gurdwaras and coming to actually meet us. So we feel that it's time for us to take it out upon ourselves, bring Langar to universities, let people experience a bit of Sikhism, experience Langar, ask any questions they may have, and find out anything about the faith that they'd like to. Our organisation in particular, we support Sikh societies across the university, the UK. We have this leaflet, if I could grab a leaflet. So Basics of Sikhi are an organisation and also Seek to Inspire. They do videos online on YouTube, and there's also this 3 facts leaflet. So it gives you the 3 facts about Sikhism. So the message is that we all believe in one God. We all believe that everything came from the Creator. Our purpose in life is to merge back with the Creator whilst we have the chance. And also that we believe in equality, so everyone has come from that Creator. Secondly, we talk about the 10 gurus and the final guru, which is in scripture form, which can be found in any Sikh temple anywhere in the world, which is what we bow to. And also the message I'd like to leave is for everyone, please feel welcome to actually come and engage with the Sikh societies, learn more, collaborate with us, and also get involved. So either visit one of our Sikh temples, Sikhs do homeless feeds up and down the country. Midlands Langar Seva Society actually run a homeless feed in Moore Street by Birmingham 5 days a week, and there are people of many faiths that get involved, and that is a form of Langar itself and Seva. Seva basically means just doing selfless service, so emphasising the point that we all come from God, and we see no distinction between colour, caste or creed. So yeah, it's for everyone to get involved in.
Today's Langar on campus would not have happened without the volunteers. From preparing and serving the food to those who have looked after the guests. We spoke to some of the volunteers from the BCU Sikh Society who played their part.
I've got involved because Sikhism is something that's really close to my heart, and the concept of Langar is something that I'm very passionate about, and I obviously would get involved in something like this.
Got involved just to give something a little bit back to the community, and obviously it teaches me in my religion as well that we should always be helping out people, always serving them.
Helping out obviously is part of my religion, part of my culture. It's a word we use called seva, called selfless service, and we're always keen to help anyone and everyone, no matter who they are.
Around 1,000 people attended Langar on campus. A great turnout. The thanks not only goes to the organisers, exhibitors and volunteers, but also those who attended, from BCU students to members of the Birmingham community. We were keen to find out what the public thought of the event.
It's good, it's really cool. It's a nice kind of idea to bring the idea of having food in the Sikh temple, bringing it here is very nice.
It's really nice.
Really good.
Really nice to experience different culture.
Good to get the kids involved as well.
I think it's really lovely. It's a really beautiful sentiment to make to this community, opening up themselves to all the other communities around the uni.
Today has been a success for everyone. We hope that Langar on campus makes a return in 2018. We wanted to ask Jaspreet one last question. How can we get involved in a Langar?
Oh wow, so that's the best thing. So if we, how shall I say, are commuting daily, on daily basis, if you go to different cities throughout, how shall I say, UK, we've got Langars which are on the streets, so which are given to people who are in need, homeless, etc. But if you're really keen, you can come and visit Gurdwara Sahib, where the meal is prepared in a very holy way, lovely way, and you can get involved there as well. So it's open for everyone. So as Sikhs, we can't say, oh, this is all a Sikh thing, but this is the whole of the humanity.
So if you happen to know a Gurdwara where you live, why not find out when their next Langar takes place? And don't forget, Langar means free food for everyone, no matter what. Our last journey today is to Walsall. We are visiting Signs for Worship, a worship group that brings together deaf and hearing communities in the local area at St Matthew's Church Centre. Their group is based on 4 values: removing barriers, joining hands, creating community, and deaf and hearing together. Colin Townsend is the leader of Signs for Worship in Walsall. We wanted to know more about Signs for Worship, including how it was formed and how they contribute to the local community of Walsall.
Signs for Worship is a group of deaf and hearing people who come together to worship God through British Sign Language. That's the aim is basically to get the 2 groups together. Some people sing and don't sign, and that's okay. Some people just sign all the time, and that's okay. Every service is interpreted, so it means that deaf people can access it and hearing people can access it. And it's to promote unity and also to promote awareness of deaf awareness and British Sign Language. We set up in 2012, November the 16th, but it actually started in 2002 in Tamworth. The group over there, that's set up through a lady called Susan Myatt, who's a deaf lady, and she had this vision of bringing deaf and hearing people together as equals. And I went there in 2008, it's when I started, it's when I was doing my British Sign Language Level 3, and I fell in love with it. And not long after, I had this prod to start up a group here in Walsall, and in 2012, that's what we did. We do community outreaches such as the party in the square, we do St Matthew's Day, we're involved in town centre ministry, we're involved in Walsall Council likes to get us involved in lots of their events. Lots of things. We also do Christmas carols dotted around the place in Asda, also in the local pubs. We're getting out there. And also we do deaf awareness and BSL taster sessions, as well as British Sign Language courses, which is affiliated through a friend's business, My Sign Tuition. And we host the courses for her. We do level 1, 2, 3 and 6. Whoever's going to be leading chooses the songs. And they put the songs up on Facebook. People put their name next to if they want to do a song. But often on the night, what we have to do is like, who wants to do this song? Because I'm not. And it's like, but it's all in good humour. There's a great community that's been set up here. And for some people, it has become their church. They don't go to church, they come here. And because we're undoubtedly a Christian service, but we don't go there, you have to be, we're not like pressure. And I think the sense of freedom is there's a lot of freedom here, and that's what I think really helps. There's children who are involved, like next week, my son and his best friend are leading the two 11-year-olds. That wouldn't happen at church. And so how does it work? With a lot of love, a lot of grace and friendship.
At Signs for Worship, people from all backgrounds, whether they are deaf or have the ability to hear, come together to sing Christian songs as well as having a laugh at any good joke. What is significant about the group is that they are learning British Sign Language, whether that is through a qualification or as a life skill. We asked Colin, should we consider British Sign Language as a life skill?
Yes, definitely. It'll mean that you'll be able to communicate with this group of people that there's the deaf world. A lot of people don't realise what it's really like. I had no idea that this deaf world existed, and there was a lot of, I had the attitude of, oh, poor deaf people, and it's nothing like that at all. Deaf people can do everything we can do except here. That is it. And to learn BSL means you can access this group of people who are just amazing. But there's also, it's great from having a conversation. If someone's all the way over there, save shouting.
We believe anyone can learn sign language, from learning the basics like the alphabet to signing words, lines, and phrases. The group not only come together for the weekly meetings, but they also have plenty of time to share what they have been doing during the week. There is even room for special announcements like this one.
Working at BID, sort of sorting out the interpreters, organising their days, bookings and things like that. I'm nervous. I think Christine just said she's an interpreter.
At the beginning or end of each meeting, refreshments are served for everyone, and there is usually one thing that is always on the group's mind.
Cake. Cake is important.
Yep, you got it. Cake. But why cake?
I don't eat as much as I used to because I'm trying to lose weight, but we usually get through a couple a week. There has people, the way it works is we provide the liquid refreshments, other people bring in the solid refreshments, the cake and the biscuits and all that sort of stuff, and it works. And usually people bring in cakes and the Christmas time it was bonus, bonanza, chocolate and everything. Cake rules. God is in charge, but he uses cake to minister to everyone, I'm sure.
Cake. The best thing ever.
Visitors who come regularly make signs for worship their church and their place to be. We spoke to Wendy and Daniel, Christine and Sharon to see what they thought of being part of the group.
Well, we've done an introductory level 1 course at the centre here, which Colin had got to hear about. And then he said, if I started a group off, would you be prepared to come and encourage others to come? So some of those first level 1 students actually came to be the first nucleus group.
It allows us to worship in a different way, and I think sometimes some of the signs that you do makes you think about the meaning of the words more than if you're just singing, because sometimes you get so familiar with a song, you go through the motions, whereas every time you sign a song you have to think about
how it's going to come out.
Yeah.
Is it in the right place?
Yeah. What it's about, basically.
What is this hymn about? Because when people who are better than we are say we're interpreting, they're actually trying to find the meaning of a line or a word, and then they're teaching that to us so we can express it. I think it's helped people. When I started, I'd gone through a very bad time with losing people in the family, including my husband, and it filled a gap that I needed, a personal gap for me, so I could express how I felt in actions, not words, which were very, very good. I think it's quite an inspiring group. People who come here feel comfortable, and there's always cake.
And when we go off and do signing at places like supermarkets and things like that, we often get people coming forward and volunteering money and all sorts, so it clearly seems to make a connection with people.
Absolutely, yes.
That was through Facebook. I was giggling, and I saw it come up on the sidebar. I was like, because a couple of my friends, Julie, who's here tonight, and another friend, Anne, who doesn't come here anymore, were members. I was like, so I had a look, joined the group, and thought I'd give it a shot. That's about 4 years ago. I love it. It's a great, nice, couple of hours out of Friday evening. Nice and relaxing, good time, have a laugh. I think it's quite important. It's a good way of building friendships and a good way of practicing your sign language. It's a good way to build confidence, because when I first started coming, I did not do any translation of signs. I didn't do any signing up the front, nothing. And although I don't necessarily like going up the front so much to sign myself, I'll interpret up there, but I don't like going up there just on my own. It's good. It builds your confidence.
Would you recommend signs of worship?
I would do to a lot of people. Anyone who says to me, "Oh, I really want to try and practice," I say, "What do you do on a Friday night?" So I do frequently.
My friend told me to go along to an event at St Paul's the Crossing in July in 2012, and I met Colin there and got talking to him, and I came along for Friday night and I've been coming ever since. There's a couple of people who come now who have come through myself and my friend signing in our church at home, and they're coming along regularly and been doing the BSL course here as well.
Our journey is nearly over, but before we finish, we wanted to ask Colin about how we could get involved in sign language, or even signs for worship.
If you're interested in BSL, first drop us a line, get in touch through Facebook, search for Signs for Worship Walsall. We've also got the cards with the finger spelling, and we've got our information on the back. But find us on Facebook, email, text me, get in touch, just ask. There's the question is, I've heard at Alpha, the only silly question is one that isn't asked. If you've got any questions, ask.
On Reach Out, we have spoken to those who lead our communities forward, those who have given their time to support others, and those who are a part of their community. What we have seen on Reach Out are people coming together to inspire others and make a difference where they live. We hope that after following this programme, you will consider getting involved in your community where you live, whether that is finding out the volunteer opportunities available to you or showing your support, and by getting involved in your community, you are helping to reach out to others.